resistance overcome. The beacon is ours.
Hello and welcome back to the History of series. Today we'll be adding to the archive the Cyber Nomads, a cyber subspecies that only appeared in one televised story, well, appeared alive, but anyway, let's get right into it. According to archivist Hegelia, the Cyber Nomads were the Cybermen who travelled out into the Mutter Spiral from Planet 14, a planet which had been used as a base by the Cybermen during numerous attempted invasions of the planet Earth following the destruction of Mondas. Hegelia suggested that the Cyber Nomads had spent roughly 200 years from around 1990 to 2190 proliferating throughout the Mutter Spiral, trying not to gain too much attention to themselves. The Ninth Doctor, accompanied by Rose Tyler, found that a Nomad's helmet was among the exhibits on display within Henry Van Statten's vault in 2012. Years later, Adam Mitchell used the same helmet to send out a sub-ether signal in order to lure out a time agent for his plans. By the 2150s, the Cyber Nomads were involved in a conflict with the Vogans. In order to expand their numbers, they invaded the human colony of Agora and used the threat of total destruction to turn the planet into a self-renewing source of healthy humans. For the next few decades, the Nomads returned to Agora every 3 years to collect 500 humans for conversion. In 2176, they were stopped by an attempted rebellion on Agora. The Cyber Nomads eventually managed to destroy most of Voga, but not without severely weakening themselves. At this time, the Nomads had more organic components than any other previous model except the original Mondans. Due to being weakened, they were forced to use technology not of their own, such as Salachian ship as their main transport. When a small party of Cyber Nomads went to Agora in 2191, they were destroyed by the Bronze Knights, cybernetic warriors created by the Agorans using cyber technology. The main cyber ship arrived on Agora to destroy the rebellion, but instead it was infiltrated by the Sixth Doctor and flooded with radiation, killing the Cyber Nomads. By the end of the 22nd century, the Cybermen were believed to be extinct, but in actuality, most of them were hibernating on Telos, though a few very small and isolated groups existed around the galaxy. During the 2260s, a group of Cyber Nomads led by a cyber leader made an incursion into the Federation universe, where they infiltrated a Federation facility on Aprilia Free, mind-controlling the researchers, making them unemotional and docile. The USS Enterprise was sent to investigate on Stardate 3368.5. Captain James T. Kirk, Mr. Spock, Dr. Leonard McCoy, and Lieutenant Commander Montgomery Scott travelled to the planet's surface in the shuttlecraft Galileo, where they were later interrupted by the Fourth Doctor, who was visiting the planet in his TARDIS. He helped them break into the facility, where they discovered the mind-controlled archaeologists and tried to set them free. A battle ensued, and the Nomads were destroyed with the Doctor's aid, while the researchers were liberated. Following the Cyber Wars, 3 centuries after their defeat in the Vogan War, a ship of Cyber Nomads caught up to Voga, now in orbit around Jupiter. Their attempt to destroy it was defeated due to the involvement of the Fourth Doctor, Sarah Jane Smith, and Harry Sullivan. The Cyber Nomads and their ship were destroyed by the Vogan missile Sky Striker. Records of this defeat were consulted by some cyber neomorphs in 2526. During the late expansion era, the Cyber Nomads sought to invade the station Poseidon, intending to use it as a beachhead for a later invasion of Ultima Tarsus, only to fall victim to the void energy sent out by a rogue Type 1 TARDIS. Being driven to proceed in invading the station, Cyber Nomads were destroyed when the 10th Doctor activated Poseidon's self-destruct. Hegelia hypothesized that another group of Cyber Nomads might have reopened the Telosian tombs and helped to reforge the new race of Cybermen, the Cyber Neomorphs, who proliferated during the 26th century. In an alternative timeline where Rassilon gave a colony of Cybermen at the end of the universe the means to conquer all of history, the time distortion interrupted a confrontation between the Third Doctor and the Master, resulting in the latter being converted into a Cyber Nomad. Elsewhere, a Nomad cyber leader commanded a cyber isomorph on Skaro, where the Cybermen had erased the Daleks from history. When the Fifth Doctor and Perry Brown arrived on the planet, the cyber leader identified the Doctor and ordered the isomorph to kill him. Ultimately, this timeline was negated when on Gallifrey at the end of the universe, The 12th Doctor and a betrayed Rassilon used the regeneration energy within the Hive Harmony to regenerate the universe. But anyway guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed watching this video as much as I did making it, please consider leaving a like and subscribing down below. I'll leave any links in the description, and please leave a comment as I love reading them. But anyway, thanks for watching.